Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Pyre. We're gonna start again in the Black Wagon and talk to whoever's in here, which looks like it's Tay. She seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the rite, I think he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that, then he left to go find Mr. Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so, I think that maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so, too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He is very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time, then... It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together, as friends. That is what I think, Mr. Brother, and I told them so, and maybe the next time I see Almer and Mr. Dalbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, miss! You sense some burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. She gained +1 hope permanently. Okay. Man, I really love Tay a lot. Her story is just so tragic, but she is such a lovely soul. I really like her. Alright. So this is the new page we got about the Fate, Almer and Dalbert. The Fate united under Manley the Alpha Chief. He is brash, but follows his traditions. He prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of olden bylaws of his 4-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Many wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially, he only chose from other curs. He, however, urged the Fate to replenish their numbers from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus shall they anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them. I'm surprised that, Manley is Jomor, right? The Cur? The Cur scribe? I'm surprised that he is in charge of the Fate. I thought he would have created the Dissidents, which is the all-Cur triumvirate that we faced. Interesting. Alright. Let us continue on. We're going to take off. And we're going to the Pit of Malith. Oh look, other triumvirates. Let's try not to crash. We might get a funny scene if we crash, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried that our crash with the Pyre Hearts last time might have made Sir Deluge even angrier with us than he otherwise would have been. A gloom hangs thick over the Pit of Malith, and all around it. You are brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing other than a foul den. They take the tales of Islach Astralborn to be mythology, embellish the retelling over time. You have met others, such as Witch Udmilda, who believe otherwise. Although whichever their beliefs, I know none who would go near the place unless the stars demanded it. Thus shall your coming rite against the chastity take place in complete secrecy, as always the rites have. Alright, so we've got Cold Moat. Sir Gilman believes the conditions here are right to train in the ways of the Sea Dominion. Plaguemont. Hedwin has a hunch that you may find something of value along this route. Or Fallowfield. The lone minstrel knows of a task along this route through which you may earn stardust. Huh. Stardust would be good. I kind of like the idea of training Sir Gilman because we've been using him a lot and we especially need to get him in better shape for his scribe trial, but I think I'm gonna go for the Stardust. Excuse me. There we go. You return to the dismal region known as Flagging Hands. Straight away you sense an air of dread, yet cling to hope that you can make your stay as brief as possible. You and your fellow exiles have time to yourselves before the day is done. Nonetheless, the dismal environs soon take their toll on everyone. Most lost one hope. Great. Let's suffer alongside them. Ooh, the Beyonder's Crystal seeks Tay. And we got a new page. Let's read it. I'm just going to read these as they come up from now on. Beyond the valley lies the Flagging Hands, which could be called a swamp, if an entire sea could merely be a lake. Soon after our arrival, several of us fell into a dark despair, such were the environs. So that's always going to be an effect of the Flagging Hands, I guess. Loss of hope. I found it rather fascinating, though. It held aspects reminiscent of the southern bogs we dwelt in as a tad. We grew accustomed to the dampness of the air and grew to savor certain twigs and beetles. It can be said the Flagging Hands are an acquired taste, recommendable only for those of our same bent, or perhaps the downside's native imps. Because Tiso was the only one before who didn't lose hope when we came here. The sea surrounded the environs on three sides, appearing insurmountable at first. Alright. You bring me brief reprieve, some solitude. What seek you in exchange? What's on your mind, Sandra? Leave me alone, reader. I am in no mood to talk to you this time. She is concerned about something, but you cannot sense what, and she refuses to say. I see little need to keep blathering about to you, as once I did. I should not have let you in. Be gone. My services are yours, but this place is my own. Okay. Let's give Tay her scribe trial. So she can fling the ore pretty far. What talisman do we want to give her, though? We could give her more damage. Not the fairy spirit. We could give her the righteous flame. That's always good. No, I'm gonna keep her with the sling bullet. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tay. I must admit, I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there is more to her than that. Let us bring her forth. Soon Tay arrives in heat of the summons. The scribes, I think that if I listen carefully, that I can hear them calling out to me? So-called savages are similar to nomads, but move in quick sudden bursts. Okay. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is, you answer to me here. Wow! Okay, I will. Such naive enthusiasm. Now, be silent. It is plain to me that you have much to learn as yet about the rites, but you have learned something, and I would see you prove it. without the benefit of anyone save for your reader. Okay. Are you out there to help me with this, miss? Okay, we're up against imps. Oh no! Okay. Thankfully they don't do a lot of damage. There we go. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. So the imps are very fast, and that puts us at a disadvantage when, you know, Tay has that delay on all of her abilities. There we go. Okay. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Is that it? Getting rid of the delay on the aura cast was a good idea for her. Okay, how did I do? How did I do? I must admit that you did better than I had expected, girl. You have passed this trial of yours. Some congratulations are in order, to you and also to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Alright, we completed 5 scribe trials. And we're Sandra's favorite, apparently. That's the name of the achievement I got. Did I imagine all of that, miss? Because I hope I didn't? Wow, what is that you have there? Calmer's anklet. After Tay casts her aura, it can bounce off of objects and solid surfaces. Ooh. That might be better than the talisman we've had on her before. The Royal Trader's hollow band ensured the Sisters of the Arch were to carry out their mission. Okay, so this Calmer is the rope puller, right? And he's associated with the Savages, and it seems like he was the one who commanded the Sisters of the Arch. Oh, I pity Tay having to be associated with him. Alright, tend the broken land. The bog dwellers living here are in desperate need of aid with their withering crops. Perhaps you can assist them. You follow the lone minstrel in pursuit of what you came to find. The bog dwellers of Flapping Hands are some of the only creatures that can stand it here, and even they, just barely. This particular region is the agricultural heart of the area, but as you can see, there is little left to harvest. Perhaps, though, you can help them plant a stronger crop. The lone minstrel leads you to a sad little patch of mud. He leans down and speaks into the earth. Hail, O bog dweller. I have brought to you a reader. Please tell her what you need. Some sort of creature shambles forth. With broken hands, it points you to a collection of foul seeds and simple garden tools. It is work familiar to you, and to your surprise, the soil is rich and fertile. Grains and other crops could grow. The planting job proves simple enough. It is almost a relief from all your travels. It is a modest effort on your part, yet the bog dweller seems elated. As much can be said of such a creature. It insists on paying you for your assistance. We got a bunch of stardust. Nice. What are we going to use that on? Let's see. Bunch of stardust. 50% chance of being returned immediately after banishment. Plus 5 hope. Goals bracer. Yeah, I'm not using that one. I don't know how to power hit. Solium's horn. We can put it on the Kerfang, because the Kerfang needs a lot of Stardust in order to be effective, in order for the upgrade to happen, I should say. Let's just see what it does on the others. Further Fling. That one can't be upgraded. And this one is fully upgraded. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put this on the Kerfang. Because that much Stardust is rare to find, and I have never effectively upgraded the Kerfang, which is a valuable talisman, but has been weak. Too weak to justify putting on anyone. Alright, let's continue our journey. Being here in Flag in Hand continues to sap most everyone's spirits. More hope lost. Great. On to the Pit of Malith. This might actually be a really hard battle, because I remember this terrain being difficult, everyone's hopelessness being difficult, and Manley with his sapling was very difficult to deal with, so this could be hard. En route to the Pit of Malith, the wagon comes to a sudden halt. That does it. I am leaving. The cause of Jodariel's outburst soon becomes apparent. Well, reader darling, at least some of us know how to take a joke, wouldn't you say? Look, she was reminiscing once again about her soldier days, and I just happened to point out, I may have suggested the fiery destruction of the Spiral Sanctum happened on her former unit's watch. This was the capital, right? Yes. I mean, didn't it? Not that she would have made much of a difference had she been there herself. She ought to thank the saint that she was spared by her exile here. I thought she held no love for your commonwealth. I shall never understand what it is your people ever saw in that dreadful place, but I guess I hit a sore spot. I should probably apologize. She swoops off. There is no sign of either one of them. You organize a small search. It proves fruitless, but then Jodariel returns, alone, as if nothing happened. She is back to her calm self. Let us continue. I regret the interruption. Pamitha soon comes back as well. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I have definitely patched things up between us. Honest. At least, I think perhaps I didn't make things worse. She returns to her business in the wagon. You make ready to resume your travels, but make a note to follow up with them. Alright. Oof. 2 pages revealed. We'll read one. Ooh, some mushrooms. Flagging fungus. Occasionally produces foul-tasting mushrooms that are strangely satisfying to pluck from it. Gross. Let's read one of these, whichever pops up for us. The Freedom Pact. We rid the land of an impending doom, but faced another of its kind, for we knew that we were trapped. Yet for each danger which we faced, for every failed ambush by Arch, we met with gentle souls and kindred spirits on the downside, who deserved more than to fade from memory within this land. It was then the stars themselves showed us the way, delineating a great voyage across the sea. Near broken we became, but then at last, a moonlit vision, that of the rights. The rights! Thus shall they say of us, the 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Alright, we'll save this one for later. Pamitha, how are you doing? You find Pamitha in the midst of a heated conversation. All I'm saying is, we're limiting not only our own chances individually, but all your friends' chances as well. Jodariel seems to be considering whatever it is that Pamitha proposed. Reader, the harp here is suggesting that perhaps it would be best if I were to form an alliance with the ones whom I fought for the better part of my life. Just with me, Jodariel. I cannot vouch for anybody else. See, this is where I knew this relationship was going. They're gonna be enemies, then allies, then friends, then girlfriends, maybe. I don't know. How utterly absurd. If we were in the Commonwealth, I would not have stayed my hand against her. That I can say for certain. However, as Hedwyn would say, what happened back there, perhaps none of that matters anymore, and what matters more is what we do from here. That is to say, I am willing to give it a shot. You mean you would be willing to conduct the rites with me? Yes. Excellent! I knew that you would come around. Thought she'd never come around, but to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm grateful for your open-mindedness. No need to let old enmities between our ancestors ruin things between us, or the others in our little party for that matter. After all, do not push it with me, Harp. We shall see if the reader here is thus inclined to perish in the coming rites. I am willing to defer to her. Anyway, you see, I think I managed to make amends there. Doubtless we'll get on swimmingly in no time. Oh, they're now willing to conduct the rites together. I didn't realize that was not possible. Well, maybe I'll give that a try. But not before I check out the slug market. Oh. Hey guys, look. I got something here I think which maybe you would like. He shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids of some sort. Sun Serum grants +4 hope for the next rite. Star Serum, +4 quickness. And Moon Serum, +4 presence. Consumables. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess. And besides, they can give you just the little lift you need, know what I mean? You get thirsty for them? Don't even worry, I can get more soon. Alright, so first thing I want to do, I'm going to sell Gull's Bracer, because there's no way I'm ever using this. I cannot figure out how to power cast. So we're selling this, and we're going to get a ton of money for it. Sorry, Hedwyn, I know that's special for you. Yeah, we can buy a few of these. How about we try the presents one? I like Burning Promise, maybe even more than Lucrative Contract. So you know what? I think we're gonna sell Lucrative Contract and buy Burning Promise. And let's see. Let's buy the Quickness one too. And then I don't think I'm gonna buy any of these talismans. The Thorn Knot is not bad, I will say. And the Twilight Shard could be good for Tay. But it's a little pricey. I think I'm good for now. We can buy... No, you know, I'm good for now. Drag to a talisman pocket to activate. Okay, once I choose who's gonna be in this rite, then I'll decide who gets those serums. Tell all your friends about us, because I already told mine. Alright, commence the rite. Everything is prepared, and the night is just beginning to take hold above the soiled grounds of Pittamalith, when Wulford gets your attention. Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with Manley Tinderstauf. He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but unfortunately I've known many others like him. We are a discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when last we saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances or anything, but... He knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan, should he know of my involvement. And so... Volfred dons his ritual mask. I shall have to be discreet here. As I am with the Nightwings once again, I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps, though, he shall take me for a common sap. Anyhow, it seems to me we have a right to conduct. Am I gonna get to use you, Volfred? Whoa. What are those constellations? Something else catches your notice in the sky this time. Strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. The greater titans have returned. Colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. Oh no. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are a portentous sign. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth, you may invite the influence of Titan stars. Use the Titan stars for a greater challenge. Yes, this is what I was waiting for. I don't know if I'm going to use them yet, but... Okay, look upon them without fear.
Behold the Titan stars.
Call upon the Titan stars to rank up faster. I figured as much. At the start of this rite, your Pyre shall automatically suffer damage. Yikes, no. Your adversaries shall each have 8 hope, making them return sooner after banishment. And your adversary shall be more cunning and much quicker to react. I want to try one of them. Not this one, because yikes. Although we do have the healing talisman, so this might not be so bad in the future, but either this one or this one. I'll try this one. Quicker to react. Okay. I'll just do one. Try it for now. Prevail and reap the reward of greater enlightenment. Yes.
The Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again.
Yeah, so...
Put out their fire
yeah.
first, and show them the glory of the Nightwings. Now then, make ready for the rite.
Okay, so if anyone doesn't know, those kinds of difficulty modifiers are a staple of Supergiant games. I was too chicken to use them when I first played Bastion, but with Transistor, they offered extra lore in exchange for trying some of these limiters, they were called in Transistor. And I was intrigued. And I tried some of those limiters, and they're really not that bad unless you stack up a whole ton. And they give you extra experience. So, yeah, I think it's worth it just to try them out. And I think that is one of the most brilliant pieces of Supergiant's design, is that level of, like, modular difficulty settings that you don't see in a lot of other games. Usually it's just easy, normal, hard. This has, like, there are easy, normal, hard modes in this game, but it also allows you to tweak the levels in between those 3, like, mega levels to your liking. And that's just something I really adore. Alright, Manley. You've been standing there not being voiced for too long. I'm sure you hate that. My, what have we here? Why, the Nightwings, come to grace us with their presence once again. You think that you can simply cut us down like last time, is that it? You sense Volfred reaching out to you.
You got us thus.
Reader, let us indulge him for the time. Perhaps he shall reveal something we can use to provide a disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep on talking. I shall attempt to remain hidden. And the colors of those raiments, I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light, I have to say. Though I mean no offense at this, of course. So, do you suppose the rite is going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. If you must know why, I'm expecting an important message. From the other side, no less. Come dawn. I hear something is brewing out there, some sort of unrest. So yes, it's a very important message, sent all this way by one of those imp couriers, and I must say, those little things, their services are certainly not cheap. Though I'm sure that I could get you a good deal on their services, if you wish, perhaps, to contact a loved one back home. All I ask, of course, is that you stand aside and let the chastity prevail as well we ought, for I've a date with destiny not long from now, upon the fall of Solium. He continues talking for some time, until at last the rite is set to start. Oh, my, look at this wonderful assembly of exiles come from all different corners. Such a colorful retinue you Nightwings have. You know, I heard the most preposterous rumor about you, that you are harboring an especially notorious criminal, one who has designs upon the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Wolfred. But I could not imagine such outlandish tales could possibly be true. Anyhow, I would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwings. I am Manley Tinderstauf, and truly, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manley has intruded on your privacy as you set to choosing your triumvirate. He could not be less welcome. He seems to be searching for someone in your ranks. Manley seems very interested in your triumvirate. Manley seems to respond to behavior similar to his own. You can send him away. Or perhaps a broken limb or two might cause Manley to think better of such antics next time. I think if we threaten violence, he might take that as extra suspicious. He also seems like such a foppish gentleman that maybe he'll be too squeamish in the face of threatened violence, but to be safe, I'm going to just ask him politely to leave. You suggest to Manley that perhaps he ought to check on his own triumvirate in the key moments prior to the rite. Why, yes, of course. I was just taking the opportunity to bid all of you salutations, for I so enjoy getting to meet my fellow exiles face to face like this. Yes, there may be rules about this type of thing, but who's counting, am I right? I'm sure the scribes wouldn't mind if they were here. Anyway, now that you mention it, I ought to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly, and good luck. Manley leaves at last, leaving you to focus on the rite again.
Who shall conduct the rite?
Alright, let us check what masteries and talismans you have. Okay, if Manley is banished, a sapling shall automatically spawn nearest Pyre until he returns. And after casting Sprout, Manley's sapling spawns faster than usual and gains a larger aura. Great. When preparing to fling the orb, the bearer's charge-up speed increases. Okay, so be careful of him flinging. Okay. The offspring of a... Okay, we already kind of read all this last time. So, he was convicted for bribery for self-gain. He sought a seat on the Commonwealth Council because I deserve it. Yeah, so he's basically just a... Why do they tell us their astral sign? That's weird. He is basically just a Nepo baby with a silver tongue. Okay, and this is a savage and a worm with avenging aid, just like our buddy Sir Sir Gilman. Alright. Jody. Your hope sucks right now. So I might give you hope. And how about we increase your quickness? Yeah. We're gonna choose you. We're gonna choose Gilman, as always. Who do we want to have more presence? We want Gilman to have more presence. We're gonna choose Gilman. And because we can, with Jodariel, we're gonna choose Pamitha. That idiot sap and his chastity cronies are all talk. We can take them. Are you quite ready yet, O Nightwings? I doubt you are. Because my colleagues of the Chastity and I, we have a trick or two we think shall take you by surprise. Just watch.
Now it begins in earnest.
There we go. Ooh, we got an achievement for Pamitha. Nice. Oh no! 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 Uh-oh.
The two triumvirates are neck and neck. Pamitha has doused the flame.
Right. Pamitha being our healer.
Do you believe you can prevail in this? Goodbye, Jodariel.
There we go. Gilman. Doing me proud. No! Alright. Haha! Pamitha doing me proud. No! Ugh. His little sapling.
Some chaos.
No!
All of the Nightwings vanished. The flame
Damn it.
stricken.
Okay. Alright, we need a Gilman back. There we go, Jody. Okay. Oh, how very charming this display. But quit it now and let old Manley put an end to all of this before you make a terrible mistake. I'm not really noticing that Titan Star, or whatever it was called. I guess they're a little more fast and cunning, but it hasn't hurt me that much. That was not good.
Such a display.
No, Pamitha!
Better than that. Vanished each in turn.
Oh, jeez, what was that?
None left unscathed.
Oh, there's so much going on right now. Come on, Gilman. Yes!
Remember everything which you hold dear.
Okay.
Now end the ceremony.
There we go, Pamitha. Okay. Whew.
Wings prevail. Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all.
All right. We got an achievement for using Jodie and Pamitha together.
It's complete.
My word, how could this happen to me? You deceitful, ignorant, utterly uncouth pack of fools. Have you any idea what you've done? Volford watches the outburst in silence. Keep spouting off like that, Manley, and you shall reveal all we need to know. You harbor such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from the aristocracy and now in exile, how they must speak of you. What would they think of you if you don't get out? Or even if you do? Volford remains deep in thought, studying his adversary. There, I see. I see now. Then Volford recedes into the shadows. He must have read Manley's mind. What? My head? Who? Oh, I believe there must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta. Fine evening to you now. It's been a pleasure, genuinely so. Manley stumbles away in a stupor. And there he goes. I've lifted certain burdens from him for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake. For my people's sake. Wait. What did you do? As well, it should ensure he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now let's be off before he catches up with us again.
The rites do tend
Whoa.
to teach something of trust.
Utter nonsense. All of this, that we have come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. Alright, we ranked up with Jodie. We could have her instantly recover stamina. We could try a salute thing. She can banish adversaries by flinging the orb to them. Having her gain presence would be good. Or increasing the health of our Pyre. Neither of these seem that useful, so I'm just gonna have her instantly recover all stamina after banishing an adversary. Oh, poor Ruki, I haven't used him in so long. Alright.
Until the stars align.
So, how was that for you, Jodie darling? I suppose the outcome was acceptable. I'll take that as a compliment. And reader, thank you for your guidance, as ever. Back at the wagon after defeating the Chastity in a solid performance, you are about to join the others discussing the outcome when Volford finds you. Good work back there, my girl. Though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, for there is something you should see. Please, join me outside. Look forth. A golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed. Somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. Oh, wow. That soon, huh? Alright, can we look at the planner? Who are we fighting? The Essence. Great. That was really soon. The golden star burns bright over the fall of Salium. Pamitha is already on her way. The rites are calling you again to the fall of Salium, where one among you may go free, should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Very quickly, I must say. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the Essence, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Elodial ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest, as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. Whew. Okay. I am not ready to make this decision again, guys. Ugh. I have some thoughts in my head of who I might anoint next time, but it's gonna be another hard decision. Ugh. But I don't have to make it right now. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Pyre.